All right, we are back, and it was a little bit of a kerfuffle with Homiko. Always fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. It's still morning. At this point now, Nobuan and Homiko are having a discussion in her room because of things that you guys may have said. So while that's going on, there was some talk about other people wanting to do things. Jundo is coming for lunch later, but if you guys wanted to go talk to Jundo first, you can definitely do that. Yeldan wanted to go to the Seekers. I'm not sure if he wants to do that right now or if that's something he wants to do a little bit later. So let's find out.
I'm gonna ask Leva if she wants to come help me research, because I know she's also do some research on Shou spirits at the Seekers.
Can I do that and still talk to her, Homiko's fiance?
You can go out. Yeah, I mean, you can go talk to Jundo and then go to the
Yep.
Seekers.
Then yes.
Okay.
But I'll check that I want to be back by the afternoon because I want to go shopping with her.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Braxon wanted to go back to the inn to get the rest of his gear, I believe.
Does anyone want anything picked up?
I'll go with you.
Yeah, if you want to do some quick shopping along the way, that's fine too.
I plan to go to the Mages Guild or one of the temples to see if I can find a scroll to spell magic, just in case.
So,
It'll
Braxon
be the
says,
same price at either one.
The temple should be
whichever's
cheaper
closer.
for you going at your temple.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my temple and ask them if they have any scrolls to dispel magic.
All right.
Braxon says to Lafdul as they're walking along, I'm thinking if we donate her a window box, we can. You're good with traps. Perhaps there's something we can do to catch this rabbit.
Higgimus was going to ask.
Traps.
Yeah, what is Higgimus going to do?
Higgimus was going to ask Braxon or in Lafdul if they could purchase like some sort of small critter trap,
An animal trap.
like a rabbit trap, or something that could.
Yeldan's the expert at hunting animals and trapping animals. Though.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys could go just buy a trap. I mean,
a bog standard trap.
Hmm.
It's up to you guys if you want to go do that.
I guess.
Yeah, well, Braxon's floating the idea of making a window box and finding some way to. I don't know if we want to make one that breaks up if people try to climb on it.
You're the woodworker, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking what can help us. Maybe we can have one that makes a noise if people stand on it. One that creaks.
Well, I've got a spell Rhythm Watcher I could cast on the object.
Uh-huh.
And something that goes near it will be paralyzed, but someone's still got to see it within 10 minutes, give or take.
Yeah. Well,
that's if it works.
Well, I think from what went on last night, I think something is making her climb out the window and go somewhere. So we've either got to stop her or follow her.
I'm not there, so.
Yeah, I'm not there either.
Well, no, I mean,
I'd
you guys.
follow her.
We haven't left.
Yeah, no one's left yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'd follow her. Follow her.
Follow.
Because, that way we get to see who it was or who it is.
Yeah.
Find the source of the curse.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking we might have to have some people hiding out in the street.
Well, I'll be honest. I could try. I'm not good at hiding in urban environment. That's more Lafdul's expertise than mine.
I think I could be able to get away with hiding in shadows.
We might be able to get someone to hide under the house. We could certainly get Tane to hide under the house if Lever's happy with that.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Here's a question, actually, Old.
Mhm.
Do the Thieves Guild hire? No, I'm not saying. I'm just thinking this to myself, obviously. Does the Thieves Guild hire out their services to other fellow thieves? Like, if I wanted to hire someone to follow someone who's really good at it.
Yeah, I mean, following is pretty basic. You could pay a member of the Thieves Guild to do that.
And I would follow them, so I would be further behind. But obviously, they'd be better.
So you would hire someone to follow, and then you would follow the person following.
Follow.
Well, the problem is that the person that you'd hire is gonna be pretty good at hiding in shadows and moving silently, because the whole point is to not be seen.
Yeah.
So you might not be able to follow them, because the whole point is for them not to be seen.
I
trick
just get
would
them
be-
to leave a trail.
The trick would be you get them to follow her, and then they report back to you after the fact to where she goes.
Yes,
That's
because
how
if
it
you if you convince them to leave a trail that you can follow, but no, when she returns, she'll see it. She'll know she's been
I
followed.
pick up the trail.
Oh, breadcrumbs!
Yeah.
A good thing there are no birds or rats in that place.
That's gonna be rats. Are you kidding? That's rats.
Plus, there's gonna be like no guard. Like, oh, what are you doing, dropping those breadcrumbs? Giving old ideas. But that's even if we got to that point.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this would. Your best bet would be to hire someone to follow and then report back. Because that would
I
be
agree.
something else. Would be an extra level of complexity that would make it that much more difficult. I don't think that extra level of complexity would make them any better at following than you would in that case, because they would have to do additional stuff that would make it harder for them to complete the task that you want them to do. Also, keep in mind, you're outside of your Thieves Guild's zone of control right now.
Yeah, but it's only following someone.
No, just saying.
Yeah, it's probably
It's-
still gonna cost extra just because of that.
It's only following someone in enemy territory.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but then what?
There'd be a chance that the person you hired would get beaten up by the Yakuza.
They might, but that's the same would be applying to me.
If you're
True.
doing thiefy stuff, yeah.
Well, anyway, the whole point of it is that he would actually be good at his job because it's specific to the task.
You can certainly try.
I don't.
I don't know if the Yakuza would take to noticing for just trailing somebody nearly as much. Because they're more business-orientated Thieves Guild, right?
Well, I'm just saying that it would be outside of the your Thieves Guild's zone of control, area of control, which is going to introduce an additional element to it. You know, whether what exactly that's going to be, you don't know. But yes, it is a possibility that you could hire a member of your guild to do something like that. So, anyone else? I mean, do you guys want to talk about anything, or do you want to get moving on what everyone has decided?
Yushko and what's his name, Jundo, are they sort of in a straight line, or are they in different places in the city?
I mean, they're in the same neighborhood.
So I could drop in
You
on
can do both of
her
them, yeah.
as well. Okay.
I mean, that's giving you less time to do research.
I guess something has to suffer.
Okay.
I do want to verify information that we got. And I want to see how the people react when they're being asked, because we can't properly ask Kumiko.
Okay.
If we build a window box, perhaps we can get some sort of flowers that leave a trail, like things with burrs on that stick to your clothing, or that sort of thing, or
Yeah,
some sort of flower that's covered in pollen.
They don't fall off. They just stick to you.
Well, that's fine, because if we get something fairly unique and we see someone walking around with burrs stuck on the back of their clothing, we know they're our person.
It's more likely, from what I've seen, is Himiko's leaving the building, because the way Yeldan sees it, when he looked in the room, she went and fucking laid back down. So it's more likely that she's leaving the building and coming back. And Leva told us what Tayan saw. It's exactly what she did.
But
Not
it
somebody
didn't
else
smell
coming
like
in.
her. It didn't smell like her.
Well, Tayan didn't know what he smelled like.
Yeah, but he smelled enough humans, I would think, that he could say something like, this smells human or not.
It's possible there's this rabbit creature. If it's not her changing form, it might be the familiar of a wizard that's she's been instructed to follow.
It's not a familiar. It would have smelled like a rabbit if it was.
And in any case, we would have seen her tracks as well.
Well,
I wasn't looking for those tracks. Or what if I spotted them, Ald?
You wouldn't have been able to differentiate her tracks from any of the
Other people's tracks, yeah. That's what I thought. The reason why I spotted the rabbit ones is because they stood out.
I asked Tayan whether he smelled her smell close to the non-rabbit.
Yes.
So she was outside too?
Yep.
Was it? Okay.
Or at least her smell was.
Mm-hmm. Smells tend to stick to people.
yeah. Okay. So smelly plants. Smelly plants quite bright.
Smelly plant would work, actually, because Tayan could easily follow that, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Smelly plant, and you have to get in the window box to get to the window, and then you tread in the smelly plant and take the smelly plant with you.
Good idea.
I don't know if she'll agree to it, but...
It would probably have to smell not quite distinct, but very sweet for her. She's not used to rough smells.
It's got to smell nice, or she won't like it. So it's got to be something pretty.
Yes.
But something that Tayan can pick up, and maybe one of us, if we're really lucky.
Silly question, but flowers falls under herbalism, doesn't it?
I have herbalism.
Yes, I
yes
mean,
and
I've got
no.
this one.
I mean,
Or is that like botany, florist, or is it separate?
so it depends. If it's a flower that's useful in herbalism, then it would be under herbalism. Flowers in general tend to fall under agriculture.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think it'll fit because we're talking about like flowers that are meant to look nice, not be useful.
Yes, but I mean flowers that look nice can sometimes be useful. So I don't know. I personally don't know that much about flowers.
Well, lots of flowers are useful byproducts. because flowers are needed to make fruits and wheat and all the other things we live off.
Yeah.
So, but not all flowers smell nice. Some of them stink.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so you guys kind of have an idea of what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Higgimus, are you going to be staying at the house?
Is it called off that we're not going to be following her or guarding her anymore?
Well, no, but that's not
Oh,
until
no.
the afternoon.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to kind of be checking around, looking at stuff.
All right.
I can't research anything, so yeah.
Well, let's take care of Leva and Yeldan first. You guys are going to visit Jundo, and then you should go.
Well, I would probably. I ask for Leva's help, and I'll tell her to meet me at the Seekers when she's done what she wants to do, because I want to get as much research time in as I can.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
What were you
Wait.
trying to get in, Lafdul?
I wanted to go with the fiance. I wanted to meet the fiance,
Okay.
so I would go along if that's what they're doing.
Okay. Well,
So
are
you're
you
not
gonna
going with
ask-
Braxon then?
Yeah. Are you not gonna go with Braxon, or are you gonna ask him to wait until you get back?
What's Braxon doing again?
He was going back to the inn, and you wanted to do some purchasing. I mean, you could also go alone if you want to do stuff alone. That's
Yep.
I need to meet with the fiance because I need to convince him to get his fiance to kiss a rose so I can basically have a spell effect on her.
okay.
So, and I also need to do purchasing. So,
Wait, what?
in order for me to cast Sacred Guardian, the recipient needs to kiss a rose. So
Okay.
basically, if she's suddenly being charmed in the middle of the night against her will, I would know about it. This is just a theory.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's a little complicated.
But
She
then
likes
Lafdul-
roses. We know this.
This is gonna make it
Lafdul-
more fun.
Lafdul, in that case, you should instruct Braxon to buy some roses.
You can
Yeah.
pick up roses on the way, or you can ask
We
him
could
to get
just
some.
ask him
Braxon's-
to get some. We'd even give him the money for it, but
Braxon's
I don't
looking
think
for plants to plant, not cut flowers.
And I'm
Yes,
gonna
and-
assume that anyone who is going out to do stuff like that, unless they specifically say they're gonna try to get back before the shopping trip, is gonna go. Like well before. Then they're gonna get back
No,
in time for that. So.
yeah, Braxon needs to get back for that. So he
Well,
his
all right,
original plan.
Let me rephrase. So there's the lunch, and then there's the shopping trip. Anyone who doesn't tell me otherwise, I'm going to assume is getting back just in time for the shopping trip, which may not give you enough time to do other things if you want to involve the lunch or Jindo being here or something like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so as you're about to leave Leva, Etsuki comes up and has kind of a concerned look on her face and says, I'm sorry to bother you. You were really interested in the possessions of my mistress. The kimono she was wearing today, I've never seen it before.
hey, well,
Oh?
what's the
Kimono.
Kimono, her clothes, her
for clothing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I realized.
Do you want me to post a picture of
No,
kimono?
I know what they are. I've watched enough anime.
Etsuki, did you notice the kerfuffle that we had in the other room?
I
could
think
you
everyone
not?
noticed that.
Yeah.
Good. You know that we wanted to see whether her ring was magical, and so I cast the detect magic on the ring. Well, I cast detect magic, and I noticed the ring was not magical, but something either she herself or something she was wearing was magical.
No, you could tell that she. Now, I would have told you if her outfit was magical, because you were close enough and you had no barriers. You could tell.
Okay.
It was her herself.
She was detecting as magical. not the outfit.
All right. Since it's Etsuki, I tell her that she's definitely magical. Well, she is.
It's under the
She's a
influence of
figure
some
under
spell.
under the influence of some magical something.
She gets a kind of a shocked expression on her face. So it is real.
Well,
What is real?
What do
But
you
the-
remember the
The spirit's curse.
That I can't tell you. It could just be a jealous
But
wizard.
what else could it be?
It could be a
charm
jealous
spell.
wizard.
it could be anything. We need to find out. That's why we were hired. But we
You
know
know-
something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't look
And-
entirely convinced at your statements
You know,
to the contrary, but she
In
nods.
the end, it doesn't matter. Magic, whether it's a spell or a spirit, the effect for you is the same. But we will try and figure out what it is, and maybe you can help. She sort of took it that we told her that she is magical, and that's why she threw a tantrum and ran away, got angry. So maybe you can help her calm her down again, once her father has talked to her.
I will certainly see what I can do.
Maybe you can tell her that we are worried about her, and we didn't intend to insult her or anything, and we are really there to protect her from physical harm. When we protect her, we check that the wedding goes across without a hitch.
I will certainly try to convince her. She looks a little bit doubtful that she can do that, but she leaves you to your trip.
Okay. I mean, it's only a matter of if she tries, then it's good. If she doesn't, then it isn't.
She goes make it worse. That's what it's at.
She's been with her mistress
They
for
think
long
you're
enough.
cursed!
No, she won't do that.
She might be. It's naive.
Even a scatterbrain that she's been described, she won't do that.
Okay, so you and Lafdul are going to visit Jundo,
Yes.
Mhm.
and the restaurant isn't open yet, but when you arrive there, you're able to, he recognizes you and brings you into one of the private dining chambers to talk. Yes. Did you have some questions? I'll be visiting the house later, this afternoon in just a few hours for lunch. Is there something you need before that?
How much should I have? Lafdul, what do you think? How much should we tell him?
All right,
About what happened last night?
I'm going to assume that you're asking this before you're getting there, then.
Yeah, he's fully aware of the situation he wants us resolved, so he doesn't
All right.
mind.
I'm a wizard, and I cast detect magic to see whether her ring was magical. And her ring is not magical, but she is.
She is magic. What?
She's under
How-
the influence of magic.
We
Oh.
we weren't able to determine what kind of magic, though.
So
We were-
it is the
as-
curse then.
Not necessarily. It could just be a charm spell or something else.
We
Uh,
still have to investigate.
I tell him about what happened in the evening, and I ask him about the argument they had not long ago, which was the only argument she recalled immediately.
Yeah, that was over a week ago, I believe. We decided to serve both meals at the reception.
Mhm.
I mean, it was a disagreement. I don't know that I would call it an argument per se. It was quite civil, in fact.
Well,
I
you
don't
see,
think we have to worry about that.
no, we
I
don't.
think.
But the thing is that she has told. I tell him that she told us she got the ring from Yushko, and we happen to know that Yushko doesn't know about the ring.
That is.
She
And
has false
strange.
memories.
I
Or
don't
she's
think it's her
lying.
memory. I don't think it's her memory. I believe that there are essentially two reasons why she could come up with that. One is she really did meet someone, which after today I sort of doubt. And the second one is she was spelled into suppressing, forgetting maybe, or thinking that someone else had done something that they hadn't. That would also explain the dinners that her nanny told us she'd had with her friends, and her friends don't recall having had dinner on that evening.
I assume you don't want me to bring these up.
No, we don't. We just, this is
Not
for
yet.
your information,
Mhm,
and we'd be grateful if you could keep it to yourself.
Yes, I certainly will. This is even more worrying than it was before.
However, after last night, I think we are quite a step forward, and that we know that there a few things happened. Well, one or two things happened that aren't that weren't right, and we will follow those up in the next few nights as well.
I do appreciate everything that you're doing for the family.
One thing where you could help us, if you were prepared to do so, would be if you counted down, because I told her that the detect magic did detect magic, but from her or from something she was wearing, and she got very angry and stormed away. So maybe if everybody tells her that this was just either a miscasting or something like that, then we could continue with the relationship as it was meant to be.
I will certainly try to do so.
I will try and be sort of a girl, a female friend of hers during the next few days.
Okay, that might be a good idea. Okay.
And I also will go now to Yushko and figure out and ask her whether she really doesn't know about the ring, and if she didn't, if she really did not give the ring to Homiko.
Okay.
Before you do that, I would ask Jindo. I have a bit of a request.
Yes. Anything that can help.
Hanamiko, she likes roses, does she not?
Yes.
It's just a theory, but there's this spell that I'm a priest. I tell him. I don't know if he knows this. A West priest. That I could, we're just trying to narrow down the possibilities of what this affliction might be. If for example, it was a possession or a charm, I could find out. If it was against her will, I could find out. But in order for this spell to take effect, I need her to kiss this rose. I hand her a rose petal. Is it possible for you to convince her to kiss this rose petal, or even another rose petal? Actually, if you bought some fresh ones.
He looks quite perplexed at this and slowly says, "I could try. I'm not sure. I will have to think about how I would ask her to do this, but if you say it will help, I will certainly try."
A clarification, Alt.
Mhm.
I did detect magic on her, but didn't you say I detected the remnants of a charm spell?
You detected faint emanations of enchantment charm magic.
Enchantment charm, which is not the same as a charm spell.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
All you ever get is the School of Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. He looks at the rose petal and says, "I
You could
think
buy
I
some
would.
fresh ones.
Yes, I think that would probably make it easier."
Just make sure you are aware of which rose petal it is that she kisses. If you manage, hopefully you do. Otherwise,
I
the spell will not work.
I will do my best. He is quite perplexed at this request.
I look at him and I grin at Lafdul, and I look at Jinder and I say, you could just tell her that you could just give her a petal and ask her to kiss it for you, so you can then carry it around and think of her whenever you look at it.
Yeah.
That might work. I will need to give it some thought on how best to approach this.
It's romantic. Girls like romantics.
Okay. Any other things that you want to tell him or ask him?
No.
Okay. Lafdul, did you want to go with Leva to talk to Yushko?
Oh, I will tag along.
Okay. All right. You pay a visit to Yushko, and it's mid-morning. They've already eaten breakfast, everything like that. Looks like she might be getting ready for a visit with friends or something like that.
Hello, Yushko. Do you mind if we delay you for a few moments?
Yes, I assume that this is about Homiko.
Yes, it is. We asked Homiko about the ring, and she told us that you gave it to her.
She what? No. I don't know that I could afford something like that.
I see.
Not easily, at least. That is very strange. I don't know why she would say something like that.
I don't know either, which is why we are asking you we are clarifying what is truth and what is lie.
Well, I certainly never gave it to her.
Okay. That's the wrong one. Nozori told us that the maid must be mistaken about a man drinking tea. Probably lying.
Oh,
Not usual.
we never had tea with a man. No.
However, if she tells us that you gave her the ring and you assure me that you didn't, couldn't the fact about tea with a man be true as well?
But I never gave her a ring, and we never had tea with a man.
Okay.
I think I would remember those things.
Well, not necessarily.
My memory is pretty good.
Not if you were yourself under the influence of a magical charm spell or something else.
No, that
you may
couldn't
not
be it.
believe in spirits, but you do know that magic exists.
Well, yes, of course.
And it would only take a spell or two to make you forget that you did have tea with a man. Or I don't know what spell that would be, but I'm sure there is something like that. But anyway, we will find out. In the end, we will find out.
Well, I think you'll find that my memory is not wrong on this matter. But
okay,
do look. It isn't within the realm of possibility that someone could be influenced and not be aware of it.
If you say so.
So,
Keep in mind that people know about magic, but most people don't know about the intricacies of magic.
Yeah.
okay. So, I accept her answer, and that was the one question I needed. I wanted an answer to the one about the ring. The rest is just quibbling.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We part, I guess.
Yeah, unless you guys had anything else.
No.
I go and join Yeldan at the Seekers.
Okay,
I
and
head
Lafdul,
back.
what are you going to be doing?
I am purchasing some holy water.
Okay.
Oh,
And then I'll
but
head back.
I forgot. Lafdul, I have some holy water here. You can have mine.
We could always use more. I don't mind getting some. I've got lots of money. I mean, it's always good to have.
Okay.
You
As you
might need
want.
it yourself. I appreciate the gesture. I just get some more. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, 25 gold pieces each, however much you want.
I will buy 2 bottles of that. How much is it?
So 50. All right. Were you going to do any other shopping?
10 platinum. Sorry. Yeah. How long do we have left in the day before any of the meetings are going on?
You don't have a whole lot of time before the lunch.
Like an hour?
Maybe, then that's probably, it's probably pushing it.
How far away is it to the Thieves Guild for me? How long would it take me to walk there?
Well, I mean, do you want to go there and try to hire someone to...
I would inquire about it at the very least, but if it would take too long, then I wouldn't.
I would say that you could certainly go and inquire about it.
Yeah, I will go there and inquire about it.
Okay, so what exactly would you want someone to do?
I am essentially...
They basically say, you know, I mean, yeah, if you want us to tail someone for a cost, sure, that's, you know, as long as they're not a wizard or something like that, someone who might take great offense, sure, it's not a problem.
Not a wizard. Well, we're not. We believe it's a person.
Well, that was kind of shorthand for someone who might turn around and disintegrate you for just following them.
Laughter's like, oh, you worry too much. No, we believe this a person who's under the influence of a spirit, but I'm not so good with hiding in shadows. I'm more of a open locks, find traps kind of guy. And the area that it would be operating in, I say the area, and it wouldn't fall under our guild's territory. And I was wondering if that would be a problem.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, because don't take kindly to other people in their territory. I mean,
just for following someone?
We're all pretty territorial, yeah. I mean, you know, you tell them that you're just following someone, and well, come on, we're thieves. We lie.
I mean, what's to stop them from thinking, well, yeah, now if I get caught, but I'm not very good at it. Problem. How much?
Well, I mean, they gotta catch you first.
Yeah. Basically, I need to try and figure out how much it's going to cost just out of curiosity.
Well, I mean, if you just want someone to follow and report back where they went, you're probably looking at 10 gold pieces for one of the lesser skilled people, 50 gold pieces for one of our most skilled tailors. That's per situation.
Could that be following back?
Well, follow and report back kind of thing. I mean, depends on how long it takes. I mean, there might be some extra expenses that they might demand afterwards. depending on what happened, how long it took.
Yeah, I would. I would be willing to cover the cost, but would the money be up front, or would it be based on whether or not we need you?
Well, the 50 gold pieces would be up front. They may decide not to tell you anything until you pay more.
Yeah, I all right. Now well, I'm just gonna have to guess here. I will put down 50 gold pieces to hire someone and tell them to. I will ask them to meet me outside at a certain time. I just say about midnight, 12 o'clock.
So midnight tonight.
Yeah, for them to wait around. I give out a location. Then I will tell them who they're looking for.
You'll
and to
tell them
follow.
then? All
Yeah.
right.
It's going to be some woman. Oriental, Shou, about mid-20s, I think. Woman.
All right. Well, were you gonna like ask him to meet you like around the corner from the house or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you basically tell him the intersection, and he says, "All right. Let's see. Hold on a second. Need to get a list of names that I generated." All right. It's gonna be Woolrith. He's probably the guy that you want.
Let me just write down this name. How'd you spell it? W-O-R...
I'll put it in the chat.
R. Oh, W.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll meet you there at about midnight, and he'll tell this person that you want.
Yep. I hand over 20 gold, 3 platinum. Would that be right? Hang on, is it 3 platinum? Let me just go.
3 platinum is 15.
10 platinum. Yeah, 10 platinum. Would he be alright with 10 platinum, or would it have to be gold?
You can give him 10 platinum.
Yeah, I give him 10 platinum because that's 50 gold. I assume that I'd be giving it to him, or would I be giving it?
Yeah,
to...
you're paying him.
Yeah,
and he'll pay.
Yeah, he's like the spokesperson for the good, I guess.
Well, he's kind of like, I mean, like when he's the guy who sets up jobs, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I don't even remember what his name is. I think I gave it to you a while back.
Yeah, I don't know if I was writing down notes at that, but I think I did. Hang on.
Well, it's fine. I'll generate a new name if you can. You can look it up later. It doesn't matter that right now. Anyway, all right.
So yeah, midnight. I will make this worth.
All right. So he'll meet you at midnight, and let's see. All right, that's good. And then you're going to get back in time to see Jundo arrive for the lunch.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Braxon, you're going back to get your gear.
Yep.
Any other... You want to get a flower box and some flowers?
Yeah, he wants to scout that out. If he doesn't have enough time, he'll just scout it out. But what he's looking for is...
Well, it depends on if you want to get back in time for the lunch or if you want to get back in time for the shopping trip.
He wants to get back fairly quickly so that he can be around for other things. So he might sneak out later and go shopping. He just wants to scout things out at the moment, see what options he's got.
Okay.
So Higgimus had said something about a trap. So he's going to have a look at some window boxes, see if he can figure a way to have a trap for some sort of rabbit-sized animal hidden underneath the window box, and see if he can find any sort of flowers that are available on Brow that are quite smelly and in a nice way, and you can't get through them without them sticking to you.
I have this mental image of finding Tayan in your window box tomorrow.
So, yeah, you're looking around and you don't see anything pre-made that kind of fits your specifications. And unless you have the set snares proficiency, this is not something that you'd be able to really make.
Yeah. Well, Braxon was wondering about making a window box anyway.
You could certainly make a window box. That's easy enough. But making a trap
Yeah.
in addition to that, that's outside of your area of expertise. I mean, you could certainly make an attempt, but it might not work very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And making it all would take time.
How much time will it take to make a bog standard window box that will fit under the window and have some nice smelling flowers that you would get on you if you went in or out the window?
Well, a window box, fairly plain and painted, I assume, so that it kind of looks nice. You're probably looking at, an afternoon of gathering the materials and making it.
Right.
And you could do that on the ship. You wouldn't be able to do it pretty much anywhere else.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be something not to do today. But maybe Braxon can get hold of some flowers.
You can certainly buy the materials today.
Yeah. Well, would we not have planks? Or they need to be shaved down, would they?
Those are, yeah, I mean, that's ship material. I mean, that's for working on the ship. You'd be looking at a little bit more on the higher end woods, not necessarily the really high end, but stuff other than the workman everyday material. Since you want this to, I mean, this would be a gift to essentially, a merchant's daughter, a wealthy merchant's daughter.
Yeah.
You'd be looking at nicer wood, I would think.
Yeah, and maybe something to stick on the outside to have some sort of pattern.
Yeah. And as for flowers, that's a little bit tougher because you don't really know flowers. I mean, you don't have herbalism, you don't have agriculture. You can just smell stuff, but you have no idea whether it's going to be leaving pollen.
Yeah.
You might be able to find something that smells strongly.
All right. Well, in that case, Braxton's going to see who can supply flowers and what sort of stuff we've got, and then he'll come back with someone else.
Okay, there is a florist that you could speak with. They actually have a rooftop garden where they grow the flowers.
Right. Okay. Well, let's just ask the people that work there for some recommendations.
Well, say you want something that smells very strongly but smells sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I actually don't know what flowers smell strongly. Any players have any ideas?
Yeah. Isn't orchids a sweet smelling one? I think, no.
Well, it's also strongly smelling.
Well, it has to be strong enough for an animal to follow.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
but I
gonna Google
mean,
it quickly.
And some sort of flower heads where there's lots of pollen on it. Or maybe something with burrs.
well, I'm not sure how many flowers would have burrs. Most people don't want flowers that have burrs.
Well,
Yeah, but roses have got little spikes on. Roses are quite good as a defense because they scratch people.
Petunias too.
I'm sorry?
Petunias?
Isn't that more of a bush, though? I mean,
Mm,
yeah, I'm. Lily of the Valley is quite apparently a pleasant smelling flower, and it looks, but it's reasonable, really nice looking. Jasmine, apparently.
Well, Braxon doesn't need an answer to this straight away. So you could say he's given 3 recommendations and then we work it out later if you want.
We'll go with a Jasmine.
We go with Jasmine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Jasmine's like, we all know Jasmine. We have it in soaps and all kinds of things, so we all know it smells.
All right. So yeah, the
Ooh,
woman
lilac.
says,